Hello world, my name is Chibbi, and I'm a writer and spoken word artist out of South Texas and an instructor with Gemini Ink. Today we're going to be focusing on writing a poem about identity. We all have different ways that we identify ourselves, and this is going to give you a chance to tell everyone what it's like to be you. All you're going to need is something to write with and something to write on. So the first thing we're going to do, I want you to make a list of all the ways that you can identify yourself. Examples could be a daughter, brother, Jewish, reader, metalhead, sneaker lover, pescatarian, really anything that you could use to describe what makes you, you. Go ahead and pause this video now and take a minute or two to write. No poetry, just a list. Now let's take a look at an example of this type of poem that we are going to use as the structure and inspiration for our poems. It's called What It's Like to Be a Black Girl, for those of you who aren't, by Patricia Smith. First of all, it's being 9 years old and feeling like you're not finished, like your edges are wild, like there's something, everything wrong. It's dropping food coloring in your eyes to make them blue and suffering their burn in silence. It's popping a bleached white mop head over the kinks of your hair and primping in front of mirrors that deny your reflection. It's finding a space between your legs, a disturbance at your chest, and not knowing what to do with the whistles. It's jumping double dutch until your legs pop. It's sweat and Vaseline and bullets. It's growing tall and wearing a lot of white. It's smelling blood in your breakfast. It's flame and fists and life according to Motown. It's finally having a man reach out for you, then caving in around his fingers. A couple of things to note in this poem. Look at the repetition of the word it's that drives the poem along from moment to moment seamlessly. Also, even though the poem is about being a black girl, she also addresses what it's like at different points in her life. She starts with, first of all, it's being 9 years old, and takes us through her journey growing up into a woman. Take a moment to read through the poem and write down any phrases or moments that stand out to you. Ask yourself, why are these so powerful? You can pause this video now if you need to. Now I'd like to share with you the poem that I created using this exact prompt. What It's Like to Be a Mexican Living in America, after Patricia Smith. At the end of the day, it is compromising on the details. It's years of wondering how to fit in. It's divorced, split holidays between two countries, neither feels like home. It is finding more comfort in the distance than the destination. It is running away to be different. It's different. It's thick curly hair, a crown of thorns, didn't choose to wear. It is weighing me down. It is heavy as the head that wears the crown. It's salvaged apology, a suit of armor for unknown neighborhoods. It is never being enough of one flavor to savor. It's spicy food and heartburn, consumption, a side of rejection. It is a questioning palate licking up answers. It is the rattling chains of cumbias and corridos. It's American rock, the liberator. It's rolled R's, the indicator. You're not from round here, from anywhere, really. It is hearing your parents' accent, seeing a marvelous roadblock. It's wanting to be more, less, always. It's editing. It is constantly editing. It is realizing your first draft, right, your final draft, being written. It's every day, again, 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 again. Again, take a moment to note any phrases or moments that really stand out to you. Why are they powerful? What resonates? Pause this video now if you need to. Okay, now it's your turn. Look back at your list of identities that you made earlier and pick two that you're going to talk about today. Write the title of your poem at the top of the page using Patricia's form. What It's Like to Be blank, for those of you who aren't. The use of it's is encouraged. It allows you to string together a variety of images in one place. Remember, this is your chance to tell others exactly what it's like to be you. The more specific and personal, the better. Pause this video and take 15 to 20 minutes to write. Try and fill the whole page. I'll put the poem up again in case you want to reference it. Boom! And with that, we've now got the skeletal structure of an identity poem. Remember, this is only your first draft. The next step is editing. Go back and look at your word choices. Look at your metaphors and similes, the moments that you've chosen to describe. Can they be stronger? Can they be more personal? Can they be more specific? The order in which you list your descriptions. Is there a narrative? Is there a flow? Is there a sequence? The more you look at your poems, the more you work on them, the stronger they'll be and the better writer you'll become. Thank you so much for joining me today. Make sure to follow Gemini Ink on all social media platforms so that you can get access to more content and prompts to create more writing. Stay safe out there and keep writing.